Welcome to the Town Board Workshop, Thursday, March 7th. Please rise and salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Emergency exits are behind the town attorney and also the door you came in. Roll, please.
I'm just making sure she's settled. Councilwoman Smoji. Councilman Gutierrez.
Here.
Councilwoman Doyle. Here. Supervisor Prodi.
Here.
And the record will be noted that Councilman Morris is absent.
Public comment?
Sharon Kroger. I want to speak to you briefly about the closing of the transfer station. Now, I've scrambled about to try to find as much as I could of historical information and current changes in policy that are taking place at the state DEC. And basically, what we've got is we've got the Welsh Karting, which made a contract with the town both in 2012 and 2016 when it was renewed. This was a contract that was carefully designed so that the permit to serve the town and make business was given to the karting company, but the quid pro quo and requirement was that there would be public service in the form of the transfer station, and that's a public need being fulfilled by that company that is getting to make profits on the one hand and to provide the public service on the other. And although there are minimal costs associated with it, what it does for the town is it enables people who are not whose situation is not predictable, whether they be weekenders or summer people or elderly or folks who clean out the attic once a year and the basement another time in the year, and the rest of the time they don't need service. It's a public need to have something that is available, even though it's not every single week the way the regular routes are. And so this was set up for that purpose so that people could do that. Now, the major change that's taken place, and it's affecting other towns, not just Amenia, is that the DEC has changed its requirements and made new regulations which are more stringent in the management of waste. And what it does is it allows, the finer sorting allows for a better use of the resources in the long run. It's a better policy if you can get it. Now, when this happened, many of the smaller towns in the county on, I guess, both sides of the river, although I'm not as familiar with the west side of the river, but a few of these towns which had transfer stations and agreements, they were unique agreements. Each one was different in each town. And a lot of them are having trouble. But I want to point out that Clinton has made an arrangement that works. And if Clinton has an arrangement that can work for the karting company and the public, then I would hope that Amenia could work it out too. But in any case, what we don't have is a situation which is described in the Millerton News article of last week, where the karting company was quoted as saying, well, there wasn't enough business to make it worthwhile. It wasn't economical. Only a few people had signed up for the permits. Well, of course, in the dead of winter, when most people aren't using it anyway at that moment, They might forget to do their permits, but how many people do or don't, or whether they do it in the summer or the winter, isn't the criteria that should be used, because this is public service necessity. And if they don't make as much money in the dead of the winter as they would like, or even in the summer, although there are long lines in the summer, I mean, most of us have been there when it was long lines in the summer, those transfer stations, it's sort of, the contract says take the bitter with the sweet, and I think that's what the town should require, and that contract not be abrogated by this carting company. So what I'm asking you to do as a town board is hold the line. You've got a contract where at least for 2 more years, the carting company is required to fulfill its obligation, and I would hope you would make that stick. Thank you.
Is there any other public comment? I make a motion at this time to go into executive session.
Second. All in favor? She's going to state why.
It's on the agenda. Okay.
The people at home don't.
Discuss proposed, pending, or current litigation regarding various tax or tertiary matters. Discuss matters leading to the appointment and employment of a particular person or corporation regarding tax or tertiary matters. Contract negotiations and potential litigation regarding the franchise license agreement with Valley 82 Holding Incorporated, DBA Welsh Sanitation Service Company. And would like to excuse the town clerk,
And invite town attorney?
the town attorney. And for the second half of the executive session, we would also like to invite Mr. Constantino to join us.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? 708.
Okay, supervisors report. Wassaic Trail to the Train update. Construction bids will be opened at the Amenia Town Hall March 13, 2019. Town of Amenia Highway Garage land update. The town board will begin the planning process for a new highway garage on the 5-acre parcel. Amenia Town Hall upgrades. Window replacement project and ADA updates are scheduled to be completed on March 15, 2019. Noise law update under review by the town board. Dutchess County procurement shared services planner interviews in April. Regional ambulance grant, Town of Amenia, Town of Northeast, Village of Millerton, Town of Dover will be meeting in April to discuss draft document. Well sanitation on February 20th, 2019, not February 1st, a representative from Welsh Sanitation stopped by the Amenia Town Hall to tell Supervisor Victoria Perotti that the decision had been made to close the Amenia transfer station at their facility on March 1st, 2019, because of new DEC regulations. The letter Welsh Sanitation received from the DEC was dated December 18, 2018. However, Supervisor Perotti was called by the Regional Director for Solid Waste Management and the Regional Enforcement Engineer for Solid Waste Management on March 5, 2019 in response to a letter sent to them by Town Attorney to stay open for a longer period of time to give residents more time to make alternate arrangements. The DEC officials explained that there were no new regulations that would be imposed.
Sorry, just a typo.
There are no new regulations that would be imposed on the Amenia transfer station, and that the only thing that needed to be done to keep the site open was to re-register the site. Rather than re-register the site, Welsh Sanitation chose to relinquish the existing registration effective March 1st, 2019, in breach of the contract to operate the Amenia transfer station until 2021 with only 10 days' notice to the Amenia Town Board and the residents who use the site. There was no attempt to meet with the town of Amenia to discuss their plans. The Amenia Town Board will be reviewing its options. Town clerk report.
I'd like to offer my time slot to Megan, Highway Super, who's like to go. That's okay. We're a switch.
Hello,
Thank you.
Megan.
Hello. Thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome.
You had given me permission to sell the 97 Ranger that we have, that we replaced with a Toyota. I put that in the Auctions International. It went for 2 weeks, and it sold for $810. I think we should accept it. The truck's in pretty poor shape. And I also checked with the junkyard as far as scrapping today, and they said about $200.
So, I'd like to make a motion that we accept that sale price and
For what was it, 800?
810,
$810.
and if we were to scrap it, 200.
Second.
Okay.
Councilwoman Smoji?
Yes.
Councilman Gutierrez?
Yes.
Councilman Doyle?
Yes.
And Supervisor Perotti?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be quick. As far as everything else, been going pretty good. We've been out sanding a lot. Everything's holding up pretty good. We've had a few minor breakdowns, nothing real major. I think a week or two ago, we cleaned the sidewalks, Amenia NY in front of the businesses. And the last couple of days, we've been working on the dirt roads, pushing the snow back, opening the pipes, and we graded them, touched them up a little bit with the grader before they get too soft in the mud.
Thank you.
That's it.
You're doing a great job as usual. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Town clerk report?
Good evening. I'd like to report to the board that to date, as of this date, of the $5,309,000 that was required per the warrant for tax collection, I have collected $4,524,356.91. Town of Amenia has been satisfied as of last month. That gives me 85% of the total collection, or 216 remaining parcels. Office has been busy with, obviously, with the tax collection this past month and preparing for our audit for this week, and the constant emailing back and forth for the rebids for the project for Trail to Train. With regret, I'm announcing that Andy Wheeler from Highway has submitted his resignation with an effective date of March 15th, and I'm seeking for the board's approval to accept said resignation.
Motion to accept with regret Andy Wheeler's resignation, effective March 15th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Highway
I
Super-
would, excuse me, I would just like to thank Andy Wheeler for 30 years of dedicated service to the town of Amenia and the Amenia Highway Department. He, worked very hard and did a great job for us.
Highway Superintendent has already circulated that legal ad for advertising for the open position, so that position is out there. At this time, I am requesting authorization to go ahead and advertise for the annual lawn mowing. I know there might be snow outside, but the supervisor has circulated to us the lawn bid, and I'm looking for permission to go ahead and advertise for that and due for our next meeting. Michelle?
Yes, please do that.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Would it be worth advertising for the concession stand at this time? For Bigman Park?
Why not? Rec hasn't reached out, but
Or should we wait till next month, maybe?
to see how they, in case, there are several new people that, I
Yeah,
don't know what they're,
Okay, we'll see if
if
there's
anybody from Rec
anyone
is watching,
planning
please.
to
Rec Commission. I will send Scott an email and ask him what they're, if they are requesting, to send me an email with said request. With talking about our baseball and our fields and our lawn mowing, Weebatuck Central School District has sent the request over. It is in your packets this evening under other matters for the annual use of our ball fields. So I'm looking for permission for that.
Make a motion to grant Weebatuck High School's request for use of the playing field.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Did you get a copy of the schedule?
It's on the back of it, so when she
Okay.
photocopied it, it's on the
Oh,
back.
it's on the back, okay.
Thank you. Have Nancy put all that up on the, here Nancy, put that up on the website. And it is late, and moving right along here. I just want to take the opportunity to thank everybody that came out and participated to our February annual blood drive here at the Amenia Town Hall. It was a successful blood drive. They were ecstatic with our numbers, and they've even asked me if I'd consider doing another one this year, so it's a lot of work, so I'm trying to put it out there and get someone else to, I have a couple people in mind, because there's groups, and you get credits and stuff for high school, so not that Zachary might be watching this late hour, but I'm trying to see if maybe one of the classes at the high school want to take on that blood drive. Also happenings for this month, we have, first coming up is going to be on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, is Amenia's monthly pancake breakfast. Michelle?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. And then after enjoying a long week of festivities, Friday, March 22nd at the Wasaik Firehouse, they're going to hold another bingo. It looks like they're trying to do it monthly.
Yes.
Which is great. So the doors are going to open at 5:30. Bingo starts at 6:30. Come out and support and have some fun. Refreshments will also be sold by the auxiliary. So supporting your local fire departments in 2 fun activities this month. And that concludes my report.
Building report, February's monthly report for the building department. We have issued 7 new building permits totaling $1,027. Continuing with certificate of occupancy searches, it's 7 searches which total $1,250, and 5 fire inspections of $250 and 2 renewals of $350. And there was an application and zoning fee of $130, bringing the total for the month to be $2,877. Water district report, you were given a Town of Amenia water billing software demo review by Marco D'Antonio. There's going to be another demo looked at by him and also our new utility billing clerk, Nancy Nowak, next week. And then we can, at the next meeting, we will decide which software program to go with. But he did a review and gave you the pros and cons of all the software. Commission and committee reports.
Well, the only thing I have, our trips are scheduled and planned, and seniors, you'll be getting the continued ones in the mail probably next month. So they've been done, but we have the Hunter Down one. So please, the deadline for Hunter Down is closing out. It's going to be on whatever date it's March 22nd, something like that. Okay. So please get it in. There's about 10 seats left, so, if you're saying to yourself, oh, Michelle, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to do this, do it, and get it here, and we're going to turn it all in. April 6th, we're going to do the annual Easter egg hunt with the Amenia Library in the town of Amenia. It's a free event for everyone, and we're going to be doing it. And by the way, Erica has had her baby boy. For those of us who may or may not know, she had him 28th, 7th, something like that in February. So he's only a couple of weeks old. Matthew John, I believe is his name. unless I just changed it, but I'm pretty sure it's right. So congratulations to her and her family, first baby, a lot of excitement there. And that's pretty much right now. I won't bore you with all the other events. You'll get them in the mail, and it's going to be a great season, so.
Are there any other committee reports?
CAC meets on the third Wednesdays at 7:30. As far as I know, we're on for this Thursday, or this Wednesday, for the third Wednesday at 7 o'clock here at Town Hall. That's all I have. Does anybody have the next date of the recreation?
No, I've heard nothing from them.
Yeah, okay. That's all I have.
Okay, resolution for highway fund capital projects, resolution number.
18.
Whereas Section 6C of the General Municipal Law authorizes the governing board of a town to establish a capital reserve fund for the financing of all or part of the cost of A, construction, reconstruction. Oops, I'm reading the wrong one. That's 18.
Oh, no, just read the other one. No?
Okay,
Sorry, the 18.
all right.
You're switching?
Yes, this one will be 19. Okay, this is actually the resolution for water district capital projects. Whereas Section 6C of General Municipal Law authorizes the governing board of a town to establish a capital reserve fund for the financing of all or part the cost of A, the construction, reconstruction, or acquisition of a specific capital improvement, or the acquisition of a specific item or specific items of equipment, and/or B, the construction, reconstruction, or acquisition of a type of capital improvement, or the acquisition of a type of equipment. Whereas Section 6C of the General Municipal Law defines capital improvement as including any physical public betterment or improvement, or any preliminary studies and surveys relative thereto, land or rights inland, and any furnishings, equipment, machinery, or apparatus for any physical public betterment or improvement acquired at the time when such betterment or improvement is constructed, reconstructed, or acquired. And whereas Section 6C of General Municipal Law defines equipment as including any equipment, machinery, or apparatus not included in the definition of the term capital improvement, and for the acquisition of which a period of probable usefulness has been provided by law. Whereas the town board of the town of Amenia finds that the future water district improvements, namely infrastructure for distribution system replacement, are necessary and appropriate to facilitate the continued proper functioning of the town water district. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board duly convened at a regular session on March 7, 2019, that pursuant to Section 6C of the General Municipal Law, the town board hereby establishes a capital reserve fund for water district improvements, specifically infrastructure for water line distribution system replacement, to be known as Town of Amenia Capital Reserve Fund, Water District, to finance all or part of the cost of the above specified water district improvements. Be it further resolved that pursuant to Section 6C of the General Municipal Law, the town supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to deposit the following sum in the fund, $10,000, being the sum included in the fiscal year 2019 budget under the Water Capital Reserve Fund line. Be it further resolved that pursuant to paragraph 10 of Section 6C of the General Municipal Law, all sums deposited in the fund shall be held in a separate account. Be it further resolved that pursuant to paragraph 7 of Section 6E C of the General Municipal Law, the town supervisor is hereby authorized to invest the monies of the fund from time to time as provided by General Municipal Law. Be it further resolved that no expenditure shall be made from the fund unless that expenditure has been authorized by resolution of the town board, duly adopted in accordance with Section 6C of General Municipal Law. Be it further resolved that this resolution shall become effective immediately. Is there a motion?
I motion that we accept this resolution.
Second.
Supervisor Prodi?
Yes.
Councilman Gutierrez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Doyle?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Snorji?
Yes.
19.
19.
Whereas Section 6C of General Municipal Law authorized the governing board of a town to establish a capital reserve fund for the financing of all or part the cost of construction, reconstruction, or acquisition of a type of capital improvement or the acquisition of a type of machinery or equipment. Whereas the town board finds that the acquisition of highway equipment and machinery is necessary and appropriate to facilitate the continued proper functioning of the town highway department. And it is hereby resolved that pursuant to Section 6C, General Municipal Law, the town board hereby establishes a capital reserve fund to finance all or part of the cost for the acquisition of highway equipment and machinery to be used by the town highway department. And it is further resolved that the town supervisor is hereby directed to deposit the following sums in the fund. One, $60,000 being the sum included in fiscal year 2019 budget for this purpose. And two, such other funds as may be directed by the town board in any subsequent duly adopted resolution. Actually, there was an up and three. And also auction funds from the sale. That was an updated one I did. Of trucks. It's at totaling $6,900.
Sale of equipment
Yes, from the auctions.
totaling six.
Auction funds from the sale of trucks totaling $6,900.
Does that include the Ford that we just?
No, that's the other two that went through the auction. It is further resolved that all sums deposited in the fund shall be held in a separate bank account to be known as Highway Department Equipment and Machinery Reserve Fund. It is further resolved that the town supervisor is authorized to invest the monies of the fund from time to time as provided by general municipal law. It is further resolved that no expenditure shall be made from the fund unless the expenditure has been authorized by resolution from the town board, duly adopted in accordance with Section 6C of general municipal law. Is there a motion?
I make the motion that we accept this resolution.
Michelle?
A second? From someone?
Supervisor Prodi?
Yes?
Councilman Gutierrez?
Yes.
Councilman Doyle?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Smoldry?
Yes.
Okay, other matters I think we've already done. That was the Weebatoke basketball team.
There's this conflict attorney,
And,
That's the resolution.
okay.
20.
Employing conflict attorney for legal services for calendar year 2019 for tax certiorari matters. Be it resolved that Shane J. Egan, Esquire of Capilino, Rothschild and Egan LLP, is hereby employed and retained as a conflict attorney for the certiorari matters whenever Ian C. Linders, Esquire of Stanger Roberts, Davis and Diamond LLP is unable to provide legal services because of any professional conflict during calendar year 2019, be it further resolved that Shane J. Egan, Esquire of Capilino, Rothschild and Egan LLP shall be paid for such services in accordance with the proposal submitted to the town board dated March 7th, 2019. Make that motion.
Second.
Supervisor Prodi?
Yes.
Councilman Gutierrez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Doyle?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Smoldry?
Yes.
Public comment? Town board comment?
I think there's Guys and Dolls being performed by the Weebatuck Drama Society this on March 15th through the 17th, so not this weekend, but next weekend.
That sounds good.
Yep, it certainly is a great time to go out and support the work of our local students, and they're always very well done. So it's very enjoyable. I think I pay like $8 for admission. Well worth it. And it's always just a lot of fun to see them perform.
Is there any other town board comments?
Set your clock ahead on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Spring ahead this
It's time to
Sunday.
spring ahead on Sunday.
Already.
Yes, 1 hour.
Did you want to speak?
2 a.m.
What did you say the resolution was for the highway?
Highway capital?
6,900.
6,900?
No, there's
It's the two, the international and the other.
60,000 plus.
60,000 plus.
6,950. So it'd be
950?
66,950. I think you said 69?
Yeah, we'll get you your $50.
No, I think.
She got the 9,000s.
One was
6,900.
3,400, one was
60,000, should be
30 what?
60,000 plus
She's doing
6,900.
But
66.
she's
Oh,
saying,
okay, I thought you said, all right.
Yeah.
is it $50?
No.
6,900.
I thought, no, I thought you said 69. I thought you said 69 too. 66. Okay.
So it's $69,000 is what was, a total of $69,000.
No, 66.
$66,900, correct.
There we
Say the
go.
number again, Megan.
66,950.
See, the $50 is what they're missing. That's why I'm saying
Okay,
we're
we
going to
can
give her
add the
$50.
$50.
we amended it. It was-
Make sure,
it
just
should have
amend it.
52.
I added the $50 to her. That's why that's why I said I can only give her
It's
$50.
too late for us. Our brains are fried.
Good eye.
Okay,
Oh, I make a motion that we close the...
Adjourn?
We adjourn for the evening. Come back. Lovely.
Seconds.